Hello, welcome back to RtR Draft. I'm Jethro. We're just waiting on pack 2 here. Towards the end of pack 1 there, just picking up on-colour cards to help send the signal. And, Gobbling Ooze, it's not great. It's good with Death's Presence. I'll say that. It knocks arrests off things. Usually you can do better as a 5-drop. I'd rather have, like, the Rhino or something. So here's a fairly interesting pick. It boils down to, we've got a Mana Bloom, which is good. I've played this in, like, 5-colour decks, and it's normally quite good. But I don't think this is the deck for it. Certainly there's better picks here. There's an Azorius Justicar, which is a 4-drop, which I don't have many of yet. A little tough on the mana, but is usually pretty damn good. Detaining 2 things is so much better than detaining just 1. Centaur's Herald makes tokens. But I think the pick here is Chostani's Judgment. I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of high end, but this card has done nothing but come up in my expectations. And I know I said you should take the tokens over the populate, but you should take the removal over the creatures. So you take the tokens over the populate when the populate's sort of dorky. So when you're looking at like Druid's Deliverance, where you don't normally want the effect without populate 4, or the Destroy Artifacts and Enchantments populate 1, say. I mean, this is fine, because it's just like a fairly large creature some of the time, for those of you who played with the, I don't remember its name, the white one from M13. Sort of like that. And this pack. Wow. Okay. So there's a Worldspine Worm, which I do not think is the pick. I have tried the Worldspine Worm deck. It is not a deck. There's a Horncrawler's Chant, just because I don't think our deck's got enough, awkward top end yet. I think we want more ridiculously expensive, hard to cast spells. So I think this boils down to like Selesnya Sentry, the fairly awkward dude, or New Prav Guildmage, and try and pick up some fixing to go more sort of 3-colour. I'm leaning on the Guildmage at the moment. It's a fine little creature. It's not by any means as good as it looks, I don't think, because the detain is so expensive. But the ability to detain multiple things and to kind of give things flying is pretty important on like 8/8 Vigilances. You know what's better than 8/8 Vigilance? 8/8 Vigilance with flying. So yeah, I'm sort of leaning on the Guildmage here. Awkward as that is, I feel like it's the pick. Okay, here's some options. So we can carry on with the Azorius plans. The Lev Skylight and Void Wielder, both of which are good. But I feel like it's kept down to the 3 Selesnya cards. We've got a Gatekeeper Vine, which will help with our mana. Normally this fetches up some mana and then gains you like 4 or 5 life by blocking something later, which is fine. A Seller of Songbirds. Currently we've only got the 1, 2, 3 token makers. So it's definitely Seller over Druid's Deliverance. So the question is, do I want Gatekeeper Vine without any gates, or Seller of Songbirds to keep with the populate? That's a tough one. I feel like I want to be all in on the populate plan, but I also want to be able to cast. I mean, Doorkeeper's not really a card. I think I'm going to take the Seller. I'm going to take the Seller. Even though Seller's not great. That's a late Annihilating Fire. That's annoying. Anyway, so here we're looking at a Selesnya Guildgate, which is fine, and does help fix our mana. No, it doesn't help fix the Orzhov mana, but having a Guildgate makes it that much easier to play the 2 islands that we need, because we'll have the extra white and green sources. It's now like a Sundering Growth, or a Giant Growth, or a Krozosna Monitor. Anyway. None of which are particularly exciting. And so I feel that taking the Guildgate is going to be okay here. That's a nice one. That's a late pickup, Courser's Accord. Or Nightly Valor, actually. I mean, we could strap Nightly Valor on a Wayfaring Temple. That's pretty good. That sounds strong. There's also a Phantom General, which I'm yet to play with, actually, in any kind of Selesnya deck. And seems okay. I mean, it seems good in the Selesnya mirror. But it feels like a bit of a win more card. If you're Selesnya and you've got a lot of tokens out, you're winning. You don't need to pump them all. So, Nightly Valor or Courser's Accord. I think I'm going to take the Valor just because we're kind of set on the late game. I mean, Courser's Accord is by far... Yeah, no, I'm going to take the Courser's Accord. Courser's Accord is by far the better card than Nightly Valor. Oh yes, that's what we need. Oh, actually, hang on, this isn't this isn't as easy as I thought. There's Night in the Skies, there's a Centaur's Herald, and there's a Common Bond. I think it's actually the Herald, because this gives us something to populate early, and is generally really good. Damn, I want all three of those cards. Yes, please, this pack, I think. Is what I feel like saying. Because Ice in the Skies helps with our 4-drops problem, because currently our curve goes 2, 3, 6. Which isn't actually a curve, that's not what you want. But yeah, I think this makes things like Druid's Deliverance that much better. It makes us that much more likely to pick up more populate. The sooner you can start making lots and lots of tokens, the better. Okay, so here we've got a 2-drop in Keening Apparition. Go all in with multiple Druid's Deliverances, or rumble the backs of some Rhinos. But Mike Rhino is really good with like the 2/2 enchantment that makes knights, so that's worth noting. Keening Apparition. So currently we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that make tokens, and I want to get up to kind of not quite 10, but like 8. I think I'm just going to take a Druid's Deliverance here and try and go as all in as possible in this populate plan. See if that can work. Oh, there's a Void Wielder. Really? Like an 8th pick Void Wielder? Why, world? I think I'm going to take it. Hedge on getting some Transguild Promenades or some Azorius Guild Gates in the next pack. Because Void Wielder is so much better than the Sentry or the weird armor. I mean, we've got no enchantments to go with this. We've got like Death Presence, I suppose. But yeah, Void Wield is just so good. Oh, Centaur's Herald Wield? That's good. That's the best news I've had this pack. Certainly the pick here. I mean, Golgari seems pretty damn open. But yeah, like I said, pack 2 is good for... That's really the pick where pack 2 is better than pack 1 and 3 are going to be. Because I'm thinking there's at least 2 other Selesnya players at the table. And, I mean, Golgari and Azorius are both open though, that's the weird thing. So it's clear the other players are just more straight Selesnya, as opposed to, I mean, sort of what we're doing, which is Selesnya and a thing, because they're not taking the cards in those things either. What are we looking at? I'm just going to steal the rare. I mean, we're passing the same colours in Signal either way, and it's a rare. You know, you don't not take the rare. Alright, I'll take a Trained Caracal. In Spanish, this card is pretty beautiful. Ooh, that's a gift. That's an absolute gift, and I will accept gladly. That's helped smooth our non-blue mana. Now we just need a bonus blue source, and our mana should be fairly good. We'll be back to see if we can pick up that bonus blue source in pack 3.